want y'all to do it then, like for real this time. You can't even really see me because I'm so black. And there's a freaking fly in here. I don't like that. I don't play with the bugs. I don't do that, okay? Just give a little insight about how my life went after college, trying to find a job, the process, and all of that. I have been interning for about 7 months probably. And it's with the same exact company. It was a great company. It is a great company. And it's a lot of opportunity as far as growth, like learning new things and being able to be on your own and stuff like that. I feel like that's where drew me closer to the company because they allowed me to be who I was. They allowed me to take leadership and, do what I do. And so today, I'm going to take you guys along with me to show you a bit about what I do. Today is Wednesday, so the queue shouldn't be that bad. It should be like mediocre, medium, or whatever. But if not, then it's okay. So right now it is 6:30 on the dot. I'm gonna be driving to work, and if I can record, I'll tell a little bit backstory about the job process and all of that good stuff. But I'm gonna listen to some music because I need them tunes in the morning. And hopefully I could start recording for real because I really enjoy doing this. I am today with a lot of energy, ready to go to work, ready to record, ready to be the best version of myself today. And yeah, so get back to you guys in about like 10 minutes or so, update you on my drive. And yeah. Just to see you. Okay, y'all, so I just made it off the interstate, and I'm just gonna give you a little backstory. So in college, my goal was to get at least 2 interns before I graduated, and the first intern I had was at the actual school, which is FSU. And it wasn't really like an intern. I feel like it was really a job, honestly, because it was a job. You can either take it as a job or you can take it as an internship. And so I wasn't really learning anything because everything that I was doing at that job, I already knew how to do. Like, it was just learning how to do that type of stuff with things that involve campus events and stuff like that. So that ended in like December. I started in August, so it's always like 4 months. You can renew if you want to, but I was like, I don't think it's really benefited me. I feel like I belong somewhere else where I could get more experience and stuff. And so I was searching, and I was hearing back from anybody. I was getting so many like denials, and I'm just like, wow, does that mean I need to just get a regular job? Because for one, I need money. For two, I want experience. So at this time was when I was actually seeking God and allowing God to handle the situation rather than me stressing about it. So I was just praying, and I found this job on Indeed, but for some reason my application did not go through with the job I called. This is the only job that I end up calling to get like an update on my application, because nowadays everything is via text, via email. So whether you got it or not, or updates and stuff, they most likely are gonna come through your email or whatever, or they'll call. So I'm like, I don't know, something just told me to call and see about it, because I'm like, I really want to work here. I feel like it's very beneficial to me, and I could work here because there is a lot of facilities, in Tampa, in Tallahassee, everywhere. So I called the lady. She was like, oh no, I haven't received anything from you. Could you tell me and show me what you did? So ended up having to apply through the actual website. So go and behold, maybe like a week later, I got an email saying like I'm considered and they want to interview me. So I'm like, so excited, because I was really sad and I really wanted to go back home with like a confirmed intern saying I got the position or whatever. I would say the interview process, everybody get the jitterbugs, of course, but I just felt like, it was time, like, I step in my purpose and I believe in who I am and I bring who I am to the table. Like, I don't have to fake it. I want to be me at my job. I don't want to have to be two-faced and be somebody that I'm not at a workplace, because I feel like work is you're supposed to enjoy work. You're supposed to know when to be serious, and it's not supposed to be just about work, relationships and all of that. So when I did the interview, this was my first time ever doing a panel interview, and it was 3 people on there, and my anxiety like shot through the roof. I was sweating. How am I sweating in my own home? It was a virtual interview. I'm sweating, my glasses fogging up so I can't even see. So I took the glasses off and I'm like, no, the interview will not defeat me during this interview, because I will get this job. I'm claiming this job is mine. So they was like really in tune with me in the interview process, and they was like so happy to be able to interview me. And as a female in the tech industry, you already are looked at differently, because it's very few of us who are actually in tech and actually have that mindset, that skill, that leadership or whatever. And like, I'm big on leadership. I'm big on presenting who I am. I'm big on being a team player. So after that, literally like a week later, I got the call and I was chosen. And so I just started crying on the phone because I was so happy, and it was like my breakthrough. Like, God made it happen. I waited and waited and waited, and I swear it was like the last minute, because the week after that I was going to be going home for Christmas break. Y'all, and not to mention, this job was better than any job that I had applied for at the moment. It was paid more than all the other jobs, more opportunity and all of that. I just had to mention that because, God did his thing with me. I definitely built some great relationships with my coworkers. They allowed me to ask questions, not making me feel like I don't know anything in the moment or whatever, because I felt like I really didn't have the knowledge that I wanted to have in technology. Like, you could be talking about something that was about tech and I just felt so clueless because I didn't know. But I fought myself for not doing my work on the back end, like, taking time to study, taking time to, actually involve myself in things that have to do with what I love, as in my career and stuff like that. So it wasn't their fault, it's my fault, which is fine because it's always a learning opportunity everywhere you go. Worked there from January to May. I graduated in May. My list for graduation, I knew that I was gonna have a job, like, by the time I graduated. Like, that was my purpose. That was what I planned to do. That was what I wanted to do, and that's what I knew I was gonna do. But God had other plans, and that's where, like, I feel like my life took a turn, because I set myself to a high standard, and if I don't meet that standard, then I just feel very less of myself. And at the moment, I was just so sad, and like, where did I go wrong? How did I just fail myself like this? Like, this is not what I wanted my life to be like, or whatever. I'm just applying, having faith, crying, getting so many denials, not hearing back, like, all of that. So I was just like, what's meant for me is meant for me. And my mom's friend texted me and was like, whatever is yours already has your name on it. So don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. You're not the only one. It's a lot of people going through this. And depression is real, which it is very much so real. So I'm like, either I'm going to sit here and be depressed and get big and be sad every single day about the situation, or I'm going to get up and continue to be who I am, put my best foot forward, and allow whatever job God wants me to have to come to me. Over the summer, I think I was working that job probably to the middle of May maybe, and I was like, it's not really benefiting me because I'm not even going to be in Tallahassee anymore. I applied for a job there, didn't get the job there, so I was just like, yeah, like, why am I even staying in Tallahassee? I feel like I have done what I needed to do here, so it's time to move back home. The last thing I wanted to do was move back with my mom, because I just felt like, I just left college, and I just wanted my life to be together, period. Like, no less than that. But my mom let me know that, you know, as long as I'm working and I'm trying to, I have a plan for myself, and you know, I'm not on no BS or whatever, that, you know, she's open arms, willing to allow me to stay with her till I get on my feet, which I was very appreciative of, because some people don't, and I didn't think my mom would, because my mom installed in me, you know, get on your feet, like don't do that. Maybe like within 2.5 weeks, I was going through process of interview with the same company, and I have not, still to this day, have heard from any other company but this company, which is why I feel like I would think that's where I belong, but I don't know. I gotta figure it out, but that's later on. I'll talk about more about that later on. So I went to another interview for the company, and interview went great. Like, I swear, these interviews are like the bomb. Like, I'm bombing these interviews, I promise I am. And like, they will tell me that they're very interested in me and how good I am of a person. Like, I mean, they probably do tell everybody that, you know, they're not gonna make nobody feel very less of themselves at an interview, because it's an interview, like, of course. So the main thing I would say about interview process now is that the ghosting part is what gets me. Even if you send a follow-up email, they don't message you back, they don't call you back, they don't say anything. But it's like, yes, I reach out as far as a follow-up to know, you know, what's the next protocol and stuff like that. And I feel like I also could work on my questions when they ask, you know, do I have any questions or whatever when it comes to the interview process. My questions don't be really like all of that, but you know, it's always something that you can work on. Nobody's perfect, but I feel like me being myself, I know that I have that in the book. I am heading back to Tallahassee to try and get the rest of my stuff out of my apartment, and I get a call from the same company but someone else, which is closer to my house. Well, not really, it's kind of the same distance, but they were like, oh yeah, I heard about you, da da da. So the job that I thought that I was gonna get referred me to someone else, because the type of position it was, I probably wasn't really built for that. It's more of a manly job, which, yes, I could do a manly job, but you know. So I was like, yes, like, I want this position. Like, this is what is meant for me. I will take this position. There's nothing else right now that's accepting me, so I'm gonna do, you know, do my will and just take it. But the position was an intern again, and I'm like, I really don't want to be an intern again, because I was just an intern. Like, this is not what I wanted. This is not what I had planned. But I did say that I wanted 2 interns before I graduated. I wanted 2 interns before I could find a job. I wanted 2 interns because I wanted the experience on my resume. And I felt like I already did not have enough experience on my resume, which was why people were denying me. I had a little conversation with the manager or whatever, and it was told that, you know, a position will be opening as a full-time position here, and you know, you can get that position. So I'm like, okay, like, this is where it's at. This is what I want to do. God is working. Yes, amen. So like, within the next week and a half, I started working there. Well, actually, I had to go there and meet with the team, and then the week after that, I started working there. So I started working here, and it's at an actual hospital facility. And yeah, so let's get into that. I've never been around like patients like that. I already don't like going to the hospital. Like, something about the hospital just like, you know, it just does it for me. It makes me sad. Like, it just made me think about life and stuff like that. So I'm just like, you know, I gotta be strong for this, because well, I'm not thinking that I have to see patients, interact with patients. Like, I'm thinking it's just outside work. Like, it has nothing to do with the patients. But I would say 25% of the work has to do with the patients, which I knew I was scared of, which I knew, like, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. And I'm telling this lady that I want to have accept the full-time position here, and I hadn't even started, and da da da. So weeks go by. I had my first interaction with a patient, like my second day there, and I was just like very hesitant about going in the room. I was so scared or whatever. So I did it. I was like, God, like, just please give me the strength to just get my situation together. Help me to, be who I am regardless of the situation, no matter what, whatever. I have been working here for 2.5 months or whatever. I feel like longer because I feel like I do so much work. I feel like I have learned so much, and I've been doing this for so long. It feels so long, but that's not even long at all. But the best part about this position is that I'm learning a lot of technical things, not just like regular or replace a keyboard. Like, I'm learning networking, I'm learning faxing, I'm learning printing, I'm learning scanners. Like, I'm learning so much, which is the best part about, oh shit, my bad. I'm so sorry. And I came back up, so you're gonna have to wait till like they move. But that's not gonna make me move if you just keep coming closer, son. So he hit this car, baby. He definitely gonna have to pay for it. Right now, I am in the process of finding a full-time position, trying to figure out where I belong. But God will order my steps, and God will send me where I belong. I'm dealing with the process of denial once again, the process of the ghosting. A lot has been happening within this past 2 weeks or so. I had an interview. Interview went great. Interview was loved. Interview was that. Moved to the next round the next day, literally. So I'm like, oh yeah, for sure, that's me. Later get a call saying, oh, they chose somebody else. So it's like all of my faith, all of my like confidence, the believing in myself just went down. Like, my bar is on a good 5%. Like, I got a notification popped up saying like, you need to get it together. Like, it was just so heartbreaking to know that, you can be in the process and you just feel so confident, just to be ghosted, just to be did wrong. Back to square one. I'm back, but I'm back with a new mindset. I'm back with goals. I'm back with knowing who I am, knowing what I'm worth. I'm back with knowing that if it's not meant for me, obviously I'm gonna get denied for it. And I need to step up on my level, stop trying to lowball myself for things that I am more than. Like, I'm bigger than a lot of these positions that I'm applying for, but I was scared to apply for them because I feel like, I'm just getting started. You know what I'm saying? So now I was like, maybe that's my call to apply to the big positions, apply to the big companies rather than these little companies, because I'm bigger than that. Like, these jobs I'm applying for are all most likely entry level, and if no one wants to, they nowadays don't want to teach you anything. They want you to know whatever the job has going on when you start, which is where, I kind of fall short at, because some of the positions I might not, but I'm willing to learn. I am very open to learning new things, whether it's IT or not. Doing this thing where it's 30 days and I'm going to apply to at least 5 jobs a day, which I have been doing, and I'm very proud of myself, because normally I'll like apply and then like a week later I won't apply to any, and then the next week I'll apply to a little bit. But if I want it for myself, I have to do the work within me, and I cannot expect other people to just mouth for me and do that. So start off, let me tell you, like, I wanted to go to church. Like, I watch church online, or I do my own readings and stuff, and I don't know, I just felt like I really wanted to go to church. I miss going to church, and this church was the church I used to go to when I used to get in trouble. And I used to ask God, like, God, why is it me? Why am I always getting in trouble? Like, what am I doing wrong? Why do I think like this and stuff like that? And every time I went to church, I would always just cry. And it was like, I just felt like, that's the church I belong to. That's the church that I know that has the word that I need. Every time I went in there, he always spoke the word that I need. Got up and got ready for church that morning and got out the house. I said by 8:45. It's 8:45 on the dot, and I got out the house. I was gonna go to my godmom's house so my godmom could drive me to church, or drive us to church. And this one time that I decided to go to church, my car won't start. I said, boy, if the enemy ain't busy this morning. Baby, not going to church was not even the option, because I cannot let the enemy win in this situation. In church, I felt like like God knew I needed to be there. I felt like God's presence was definitely in church on Sunday. Like it was more than just me, and I feel like it feels so good to know that I'm not the only one that's going through things and who's seeking God and wondering what's going on. Like, why is it me? And I felt like the pastor couldn't even preach a word because the spirit was so high in there. The spirit was moving in the church, and it had everyone on their feet. It had everyone in tune as to, you know, God is working, God is healing, God is moving. And I was just so grateful to be there. And I feel like God has not left my side. God has always been with me. God has changed me. God has moved me and made me become a better version of myself every single day. And I feel like God gives me the strength to do whatever I'm capable of. I wouldn't be at this hospital if it wasn't for God, because I promise you, some of these like patient stuff, it's not easy dealing with patients. And I really give my hand out to the people who are nurses and stuff, because that's not an easy job. And then you have to go to school on top of that, like, ooh, child. But yeah, I'm just very grateful. So like, you always have time for God. It doesn't matter. Like, there's a time that you pick up your phone and you check Instagram or you check social media. Well, at that time you could be checking, you know, the Bible app, doing your works with God, say a prayer or something. Yeah, I went to fix a lady's computer, and it was just so crazy because I was gonna ask my coworker to go with me because we were both working on it together, but you know, I took lead. I started fixing her computer I was in there for a good 25 minutes probably, and she was like, you know, how's it going with your intern and stuff, which normal people ask that. They always asking me, you know, either how I got an intern here or what's my next plan, da da da. I was telling her everything that had happened, and she was like, you know, God has bigger for you. I know he does, and you are built for whatever God has for you. And I was just like, I'm gonna cry. Like, I know I'm gonna cry because I'm going through this right now, and there's no way that you know that God is working within me. He has bigger for me. Like, I needed that message because I just have so much doubt, and it's like I'm fighting myself, but I'm also fighting the market too. Like, I'm blaming the market, but it's like, it's not even that. It's bigger than that. It's more so God has more for me when I'm applying for less than who I am. I was just crying, and she was just telling me, like, you know, I'm not the only one, and what's meant for me is meant for me. It already has my name on it. And I was just like so grateful to be able to hear that message yesterday morning, because I needed that. Like, God will send you in places that you don't even know that you need it. And I was like, she don't even know, like, she really just moved me. She really just gave me the strength. So that's why I'm here today. I'm here with confidence. I'm here standing in who I am. I'm here with believing that what's meant for me is meant for me. And if I'm here for a reason still. I'm here because I haven't done what God called me to do. So what I have to figure out is, what has God called me to do that he still got me here? Yeah, it's just like been a process. It's 7:18 at the moment, and I just backed into work. So I'm about to pray before I go in here, and then I will take you guys with me because now my day is about to start. And yeah, so I'm at work. Yeah, I'm about to make me some oatmeal, some hen and some butter. I could go back to the room. Guys, welcome back to my channel. So I guess I did apply for a project manager position. It smell like noodles. Okay, so I'm back, and I got an email about a project management position. That's what I'm saying. It's bigger than being an entry-level girl, you know, because I ain't that. I'm more than that. But I would have to relocate to Tennessee. Tennessee, because I'm only 10, actually. But I don't know. That's like the scary part about this. Like, I guess I am an adult, but Tennessee, baby, is that where I belong? That's long. That's like, oh. I checked the queue. There's only like 6 tickets, but it's also task. Better be. Okay, so I'm back, you guys, and right now I am trying to image a computer and see if it works. So monitoring the ticket queue. I know about us, and it's the only way we know how. Even whenever you give to people and people don't receive it in a respectful way, or people don't accept it in the way that you are trying to give it to them, that no matter their response to it, you still get recognized for your obedience. The decisions we make today affect our tomorrow. There are situations where like you're in the heat of the moment, or situations that controlling people have issues with, like whatever is out of your hands, and like you feel like you're getting upset about it in that moment, you have to still remain positive and give it your best act. I would say, like, you know, don't allow it to take over your attitude. No matter the lack of clarity, don't stop forging forward. No matter what the situation may be, something's not going your way, or something is just not adding up, like, don't dwell on it. The situation's current state, continue to walk in your path, walk in your purpose. There's nothing that life can hit you with that you can't face with God's strength. Use every challenge you face to make you stronger. No matter the denials in the moment right now, I have to remain with being who I am. I was upset, of course, but I have to keep a positive attitude towards the situation, you know. Think of it in a positive way, as for, you know, it wasn't meant for me and stuff like that. So right now, I hope nobody's staring at me. I have to deliver a scanner because somebody stole the scanner, I guess. And it's in the OR, which is where they operate people's bodies and stuff and do surgeries or whatever. So I can't really take y'all in here because I can't show y'all all that, but this is the scanner, and yeah. Okay, so welcome back to my channel. I didn't really get a lot of footage today because I mean, it kind of was a busy day a little bit, not that much, but you know, it's just kind of weird to record when I can't go in like the patient room recording and stuff. But it was a good day, very positive day. Today I've been applying for big companies. I told y'all, we thinking big, we doing it big, like that's what we going for, you know what I'm saying? So it's 4:16. I probably should be home, hopefully not after 5 o'clock. I'm gonna be real bad. Feel a little better in this light. That other light be having me looking like crunchy. If I use the bathroom and stuff, change my clothes, get ready for the gym, and get on that mindset. This bump, I don't mess with it and pick at it, so now I'm gonna look ugly, but it's okay. And yeah. So, gotta grab my favorite drinks. Should be busting.
I don't know. Yeah. I'm not really sure about Atlanta. Like, I'm just so not sure. You want to try first? You want to try the chopped cheese first?
I'm about to start editing this little vlog or whatever, child. My first vlog. I don't know how to act, but I just posted a reel and I feel real good. I don't know, I just feel something different about that reel. Like, I feel like I'm pouring into social media as who I am for real. Most people in there probably think like I eat so healthy and all that stuff, but in reality, like, I really be busting down like the bust downs. Like, I feel like if I'm true to myself and I'm true to who I am on social media, off social media, then you know I'll feel better rather than faking the funk and being somebody that I'm not. Because I know I'm not the only one who bust down wings, some fries and all of that while they on their fitness journey. And it's kind of like hard to step away from when that's what you're used to. And I feel like I've been used to that now for about 2 months probably. And it's so easy to get attached to something that you're not supposed to than to get attached to something that, you know, is better for you. But it's life. It's everything happens for a reason. I feel like that was just to show me that my hard work and dedication, like, I was real deal the weight I wanted to be. Well, I wanted to be a little skinnier, but people was like, you know, you don't need to lose no more weight because you're going to be a stick. But I was like, I want to be a stick. I don't care. I want to be a stick. But yeah, I was looking back at the pictures like, dang, I was really skinny. Like, I was really that girl. Like, stop playing with me. But I just want to say thank you guys for watching. If you watched this far, I really enjoy doing this. I pray that everyone is well on the other side of this screen. I pray that you are being who you are. You know, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody does things that, you know, may be out of line of what God would expect us to do. Stay positive, even through like the storm. Stay positive even through the negative people that are around you. I feel like that is going to draw them to be positive themselves. Like, oh, you know, that's not what type of time and that today's your own, so let me, like, you know, refrain from doing things that aren't, you know, her style, whatever. So yeah, you know, you gotta end it up in a positive note, because why not, you know? But yes, I hope everybody has a great day tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to post this today because this might take a little minute for me to edit because I was talking a lot and I'm always talking a lot. But yes, have a great day. See y'all in the next one. Hopefully it's soon. I keep saying bye. I don't say bye 3 times. Like, shut up. But no, for real. I see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching.
All you gotta do is say